Hollywood stars support Blake Lively over legal complaint. Hollywood stars America Ferrera, Amber Tamblyn, and Alexis Bledel have publicly backed U.S. actress Blake Lively after she filed a legal complaint against It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni. Ms. Lively filed the legal complaint over the weekend against Mr. Baldoni, alleging sexual harassment and a campaign to destroy her reputation. Mr. Baldoni's legal team told the BBC on Saturday that the allegations are categorically false. Ferrera, Tamblyn, and Bledel, who starred with Lively in 2005 film The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, issued a joint statement on Instagram on Sunday saying they stand with her in solidarity. Colleen Hoover, the author of It Ends With Us, also showed her support, describing Ms. Lively as honest, kind, supportive, and patient. Lawyers for Ms. Lively say the legal complaint follows a meeting earlier this year to address repeated sexual harassment and other disturbing behavior by Baldoni, her co-star and a producer on the movie. In their statement, Ferrera, Tamblyn, and Bledel said, "As Blake's friends and sisters for over 20 years, we stand with her in solidarity as she fights back against the reported campaign waged to destroy her reputation. Throughout the filming of It Ends With Us, we saw her summon the courage to ask for a safe workplace for herself and colleagues on set, and we are appalled to read the evidence of a premeditated and vindictive effort that ensued to discredit her voice." They added, "Most upsetting is the unabashed exploitation of domestic violence survivors' stories to silence a woman who asked for safety. The hypocrisy is astounding. We are struck by the reality that even if a woman is as strong, celebrated, and resourced as our friend Blake, she can face forceful retaliation for daring to ask for a safe working environment." The statement added, "We are inspired by our sister's courage to stand up for herself and others." In the drama It Ends With Us, Ms. Lively plays a woman who finds herself in a relationship with a charming but abusive boyfriend, played by Mr. Baldoni. In a post to her Instagram stories, Colleen Hoover, the author of the novel on which the film was based, she then linked to a New York Times article titled "We Can Bury Anyone Inside a Hollywood Smear Machine." Hoover also reposted the statement from Ferrera, Bledel, and Tamblyn, adding, "This statement from these women and Blake's ability to refuse to sit down and be buried has been nothing short of inspiring." The meeting between Ms. Lively and Mr. Baldoni, together with others involved in the movie's production, plus Ms. Lively's actor husband Ryan Reynolds, took place on the 4th of January 2024, and it aimed to address the hostile work environment on set. According to Ms. Lively's legal filing, Mr. Baldoni attended the meeting in his capacity as co-chairman and co-founder of the company that produced the film, Wafer Studios. He was also the film's director. In the legal complaint, Ms. Lively's lawyers allege that both Mr. Baldoni and the Wafer chief executive officer, Jamie Heath, engaged in inappropriate and unwelcome behavior towards Ms. Lively and others on the set of It Ends With Us. In the filing to the California Civil Rights Department, a list of 30 demands relating to the pair's alleged misconduct was made at the meeting to ensure they could continue to produce the film. Among them, Ms. Lively requested that there be no more mention of Mr. Baldoni and Mr. Heath's previous pornography addiction to Ms. Lively or to other crew members, no more descriptions of their own genitalia to Ms. Lively, and no more adding of sex scenes, oral sex, or on-camera climaxing by Blake Lively outside the scope of the script BL approved when signing onto the project, says the complaint. Ms. Lively also demanded that Mr. Baldoni stop saying he could speak to her dead father. Ms. Lively's legal team further accused Mr. Baldoni and Wafer Studios of leading a multi-tiered plan to wreck her reputation. She alleges this was the intended result of a carefully crafted, coordinated, and resourced retaliatory scheme to silence her and others from speaking out about the hostile environment that Mr. Baldoni and Mr. Heath created. Responding to the legal complaint, Mr. Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, said on Saturday, "It is shameful that Ms. Lively and her representatives would make such serious and categorically false accusations against Mr. Baldoni, Wafer Studios, and its representatives." Mr. Friedman accused Ms. Lively of making numerous demands and threats, including threatening to not show up to set, threatening to not promote the film, which would end up ultimately leading to its demise during release, if her demands were not met. He alleged that Ms. Lively's claims were intentionally salacious with an intent to publicly hurt and rehash a narrative in the media. In a statement via her attorneys to the BBC, Ms. Lively said, I hope that my legal action helps pull back the curtain on these sinister retaliatory tactics to harm people who speak up about misconduct and helps protect others who may be targeted. She also denied that she, or any of her representatives had planted or spread negative information about Mr. Baldoni or Wafer. The film was a box office hit, although some critics said it romanticized domestic violence.